What happened? What happened to the public schools? Was it the computers? Is that what it was? Everybody had to have a tablet, a laptop, some sort of interface. Is that what happened? And went right through the fucking, and then all of a sudden we couldn't keep up with China? How the fuck is China beating us? The overhead of a fucking billion people alone. I mean, we should get everything at a 60% discount over here as far as educating our own people. Does it make any sense? Does any of it make any fucking sense? Does it make any sense how so many people are fucking struggling out there and they just keep building these luxury apartments and these fucking giant goddamn houses? These people, right? And they always, it's money from Russia, it's money from China, it's oil money from the Middle East. Now listen, I don't know what to do about China, I don't know what to do about Russia, and I don't know what to do about the Middle East, but that's not going to stop me from telling you what to do about all these things. I just ate. Why is my stomach grumbling? This is all you got to do for the Middle East, okay? All we do is you embrace solar power. That's it. How do we do that? How do we do that with the oil companies? If we actually went in a solar direction, wouldn't a bunch of planes start crashing that had the leaders of the solar movement on them? Yes, that would definitely happen. They would definitely take them out. So what do? This is what you do. You give the sun to the oil people. Okay? You draw up a contract and you say the sun is yours. All right? Now, what are they going to do with the sun? They can't put it out. They can't touch it. It'll burn their fucking hands. But they just make the money off the fucking, the solar power. Okay? And if they could just somehow handle that those people in the Middle East are sitting on a bunch of goop that they can make money off of, if they could just seamlessly fucking walk away from that shit. If I was president, I would literally give oil companies federal fucking grants to fucking get the solar thing going. You guys own the sun. I would just keep walking, but you own the sun. And they'd be saying, but what about the stuff in the Middle East over? Dude, fuck that stuff. All right? You know what that stuff is? That stuff's like it's like an Atari. It's like the Reebok pump. Nobody gives a shit. Okay? This is the new shit. This is the new shit. We're giving you the fucking sun, son. You understand that? You own the center of this solar system. All right? And every fucking little bit of heat that comes off that thing that trickles down onto my freckled, bald goddamn head, you own. You put a fucking meter right on my back, I don't give a shit, okay? And I know what you guys are thinking. Bill, this doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't give a shit. Listen to me. Hear me out. You give these people the sun. You give them the goddamn sun. All right? And then what? What happens over in the Middle East? They're sitting on all of this fucking goop. All right? And all of a sudden, it's not worth diddly squat. Okay? And all of a sudden, the bills start piling up. They don't know what to do. They start selling their properties over here. They want to give money to the terrorist groups. They don't got the money to do it. You fucking bleed them dry. Then that's it. And then they go back to doing whatever the fuck they want to do over there. God forbid they live their lives the way they want to live it over there. God forbid they're not into Jesus and Starbucks. God for fucking bid. They want to walk around in some clothes that are actually functional for the part of the world they live in. You just leave them the fuck alone. And then all they got to do is just keep driving around in cars and all of that shit. So they'll make a lot less money. But they won't have us over there going, hey, you should do this and you should do that. We just get the fuck out of there. Then we're over here. Solar powered everything. Right? Just think about everything. Think about your shirt. Solar powered. Everything. Everything fucking solar powered. I know what you're thinking. Well, Bill, what happens at night? You go to bed. What do people do in Alaska during the winter? Fuck them. We gotta get out. We gotta get out of that place. If it's the last thing we ever do. It's bankrupting us. It's making very few people a ton of fucking money. It is bankrupting us. We're not going to, you cannot solve that shit, okay? So, now that we know you can't solve it, because I said you can't solve it without doing any research, now that I've established that as a fact on my own podcast, the only other reason to be over there is they're sitting on all that goop. But now we don't need the goop. The goop is on fire. We don't give a fuck. Keep it. Right? You give the sun to the oil companies. That's it. Just go total solar power. You know? Jimmy Carter, that Georgia peanut farmer, he said it 40 years ago. He said, we are addicted to oil. We just kept going and going and going. And now look at us. Now look at us. Spending all this fucking money over there. They're giving it to the cunts that are shooting shit at us, right? And then we're shooting back at them. They're making all this money. And then they come over here and they buy a 50,000 square foot house. Overlooking our shit. Hey. We overlook you. We're up on the hill, not the other way around. Huh? You give them the sun. Oh, God, you guys, I'm telling you, I would have that. I would fucking sell those oil guys. I would have a meeting under a mountain, wherever the fuck you meet with these fucking people that really run shit. You know, you're underneath the mountain, you got this fucking underwater waterfalls and shit, right? There's like these Planet of the Apes fucking things walking or whatever the fuck goes on underneath that thing, right? And you just tell them, is that shit? Oh, I can't do a waterfall. What am I fucking, the dude from Police Academy? I can't do that sound effects. Gentlemen, I came underneath this mountain tonight to give you the sun. Sorry, I don't have my proper recording equipment here. I can't do my Illuminati meeting. You give him the fucking sun. You give him the sun. Give him the fucking sun. Boop, 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 boop. That's what I would do. Instead of going over there talking about evildoers and doers of evil and fucking this, that, and the other, you pack the whole fucking shit up. That's it. Pack it all up. You send over 10 cargo planes. You bring the men and women of the armed forces. You bring them home. Right? You say you can keep your goop. You can keep your sand. But I want some of those cool clothes. I like the clothes they wear over there. The giant open-ended onesie. Whatever the fuck you call it. I think those things are cool, man. I want one of those. Can I buy one of those without offending Muslims? Could I talk my way out of a beheading if I put one of those on? Just be like, look, man, I'm a redhead. It was hot out. Look how pasty I am. What am I supposed to do? Then they get in my face. You blew it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say today. Give the oil companies the sun. You give it to them, and then the whole fucking thing is over. Whatever. I believe I can fly. You give them the sun, everybody. I'm telling you, that would turn this country around. Turn this country around. Just give them the sun. That's it. So anyways, I flew the other day. Flew up along the coast. We went by the Pacific Palisades. And you're just sitting there looking. That's what the whole give them the sun shit came from. I looked, I said, look at that fucking house they're building. This house was, the size of this house, I looked at it and I said to the instructor, I go, that looks like they're building a fucking mall that I would never go into. Going like, that's going to be too crowded. And it was somebody's house. It was going to cost $500 million. And there was some prince of some fucking country in the Middle East, you know, was going to move. That's like his fucking house on the other side of the world. That's his cottage. And that right there, I was just like, how much fucking money are we giving to these people? It's time to give the oil companies the sun. That's all you do. So they're still in control of everything. You know, they could give us empty threats. Well, shut it off! You know, like they could do it.